Okay. It's it's recording. Okay. So let me go back to this one again, and then we can go to the, how is it that, the software part. Okay. So because last we still, you know, discuss about the conjoint analysis. So let me, okay. Okay, so this is the, for the course. I mean the material. Okay, for the class is actually for, we still in the week for the conjoint analysis. And how many weeks left? I think we only have four. We have 4 weeks left, right? Or 3 weeks left? How many? Let me check. Let me check. We have today 16, right? Okay, so 16. So it's going to be 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four more weeks. Yeah, we still have 4 more weeks. But next week I'll be, on the beach. But I don't know whether 3 weeks later I'm still on the beach. The schedule for 3 more weeks is actually I'm on the boat. Like, so I don't know whether I can get the connection. But I think they told me like the internet connection is actually pretty good. Although it's very, anyway,
In the beach, there's mm,
yeah, in the beach. But next 2 weeks I'll be teaching from the beach. Yeah, from the beach. Yeah, from the beach. But next 3 weeks I'll be teaching from the ship. I don't know whether I have time to teach, but anyway, if I don't have time to teach, then we can reschedule to Sunday. I think Sunday I'm okay, but if not, then it's okay. We don't have class for 1 week. Anyway, okay, so conjoin, because there are actually 8 techniques for the multivariate. I discussed four already, so there are four. There are four more. So I think it's enough for 4 weeks. Okay, okay. So the conjoin is actually for the combination join. Okay, so you really try to how to say that, you really try to put your preference, together simultaneously. So that is the combination join. Okay, different from AHP. Okay, because from AHP is actually you try to give the weight at the beginning between A or B and C and D. You try to give the weight. Okay, but the conjoin, you try to I would say give the weight simultaneously when you see something, a presentation, then you try to judge simultaneously. So that is that's why we have a technique called the conjoint analysis. Okay, so it's a multivariate because it's more than one variable, right? So it's a multivariate analysis. Okay, so for example, like this one, brand, screen size, color, and price. Okay. So which one you would like to choose is either the A or B or C, and you can see which of the factors, or in here, we call it the attributes. Okay. In here we call it attributes. Okay, and this one is what we call levels. Okay. In the structural equation modeling, we call it Latin, and this is what the indicators. But we are talking about the conjoint right now, so don't say Latin or don't say indicators. Just say attributes and what the levels. Okay, so that one is the conjoint analysis. So this is I already discussed last 3 weeks. Yeah, again 3 weeks ago. Okay, before the Christmas, I think. Yeah, you already know, but what is what? This is a typical, or a typical of the conjoint analysis that you can see. Okay, so it's actually very useful for the product development, but actually I'm abusing conjoint analysis for the education. I'll show it to you later. I think you answered my questionnaire already. Yeah, my questionnaire, putting, yeah. So that's a typical of the conjoint analysis. But some, I would say, two professors from NTUSD from Taiwan. They suddenly messaged me up like, "Hey Yogi, that's a very good idea, but is it appropriate to really to really do that?" But I mean, because the preference from the students, it doesn't mean that's the performance, right? I mean, like, yes, that's the limitation. So I have to mention about that, when I present my finding to the academic council of Mapua. Okay, so it's actually very good for the market segmentation too, because whether your target is actually 5 stars, for example, like hotels, you want to choose 5 stars, visitors, or like 3 stars, or only 1 star, like the backpacker style, it depends which one is your market. So actually Conjoint is actually pretty, I would say, useful for doing the market segmentation. Okay, so uh, this is the application of the Conjoint Analysis. But actually that the one that I the one that I would like to present to academic council is actually this one, product optimization. But it's actually not the product, the tangible product, but the academic product. The academic product, what's the best combination that we use. I mean, that's suitable, for Mapua IE students, okay, IEMG students, basically that one. Okay, so these are the steps, okay, for doing the conjoint analysis. Okay, so the first is actually you do the identify, which are, I mean, you need to identify, the product, and then the attributes and also the levels. You can do this one by focus group discussions or by reading some journals. Okay, but the one that I did with Mapua IE is actually me with Dean Young. Only two of us that we discussed like what are the most important, and we just like, oh wait, let's decide A, B, C, D, E, and that's all. And then we only we discussed for less than 15 minutes to really find 7 attributes, some 2 levels, some 3 levels. So basically like that's the that's the attributes. But I think the result is quite surprising. I'll show you the result, but keep it secret.
Yeah,
Keep it
sure.
secret. Yeah, the result is very interesting actually. Now, but I would like to double check with you with Maela, but she's not here. But it's okay. I would like to double check with you first. Okay. Then after that, you do the combinations. Okay, because you have SPSS, we can do it today. I can teach you how to do it. I'll teach you how to do how is it that multiple linear regression, structural equation modeling. Sorry, multiple linear regression, factor analysis, structural equation modeling, and conjoint. So four, okay, for today. So it's private for you. So for techniques. And then for the next week, we have another technique. We have cluster, we have multidimensional scaling, we have the canonical correlation, logistic regression. So there are four left. Okay, there are four techniques left. But those techniques are, I would say, easier and faster when I deliver that one. Okay. Okay, and then after you select the best combination and the attribute, select the best combination. Select the combinations of the attributes, and then after that you prepare the presentation of the prototypes of the design, or like the one that you saw is actually the stimulus is actually that the combination. I know it looks so pangit, huh? Because some people I told me like, sir, your Google form is so pangit. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I did that within only like less than 30 minutes. Well, I was like, it's so ugly. I'm like, yeah, I don't have time to prepare that one. It's just, but it's clear, right? At least that one is clear. So, yes, sir, it's clear actually, sir. But okay, as long as it's clear, it's fine. Okay. So you have to prepare the prototype. I did the prototype. Okay. But can we use conjoint analysis to choose the partner? Cannot be, right? Choosing conjoint for choosing the your group, but cannot be because you cannot change the level. For example, like, oh, this lady and then with that size, you cannot do that, right? I mean, for the conjoint, right? Because they're already very customized from the very customized. You cannot change the level because it's not something like, oh, I changed the size, or also you cannot do that for choosing I would say a partner. But uh okay, another one. You have to do the ranking, or you do the Likert scale, or you do the which one. There are several techniques that don't worry. I'll present one by one. The several types of the conjoint analysis. Okay, and the final one, of course, we analyze the data by using the software. Okay, and so you can see which attribute is the most important, and which at which level is actually positive, and then how to select the best combinations. Okay. Okay. So, okay, this is a very typical, right? Okay, so this is actually one typical. That what we call in here is actually a choice space. Choice space conjoint. Choice space conjoint is actually like this one. You cannot, I would say that you cannot change the levels in here because it's already fixed. So you just choose one, A or B or C. So this is a typical, very standard one. This is what we call the choice space conjoint analysis. Okay, so this one. Okay, the you cannot change the inside. You cannot change the levels inside. Okay. Okay. But this is actually more traditional one. This is actually the traditional conjoint or full design, or like we just call it traditional conjoint analysis for this one. Okay, so let's see this one. uh, you identify these are the key attributes. So there are 4 attributes, and the levels is like either 2 or 3. Oh no, everything is 3 in here. So speed, software, the price, and then the supplier. Okay, one time two. Oh, I don't know what this is one. This is the, I don't know, the speed. Well, okay, and then the software, the price, and then the supplier, and so on. Okay, so you try to okay, to select your personal your personal computers. But in here is it's mahirap, right? Because you have to rank 1 to 9. If you use the ranking 1 to 9, it will be difficult, because like, oh, which one, I don't know which one is number 1, which one is number 2, which one is number 3. Sometimes it's just numbered the same. 4 and 5, I think it's the same, something like that. So uh it's either you do the Likert scale, or it's either you do the the ranking. But I would suggest everyone, because to use the Likert. I don't know, I feel like I like to use the Likert more, because if the presentation is more than 10, it's difficult. How to do the ranking more than 10? And people just, it's difficult to do that one. So I prefer to use the Likert scale. Okay, so this is the, okay, for example, this one, they did the ranking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so these are okay, the, for example, this is the answer from one respondent. Okay, then from there you actually can do this one. This is actually the how the calculation. But anyway, we don't talk about the this one in the software, because you just input the data, and then they will show it to you, which already the percentage, that the value of the percentage, the utilities, and so on, they will calculate that for you. But this is actually the basic how we the story behind it. So later on, you will see something like this one. This is the importance, okay, for the attributes. So the total will be always be 100, okay? Cannot be more than 100. Always, it's actually a 100. And then we can see the most important is the price, and then the speed is number 2, and software and manufacturer are the least important attributes in here, okay? Okay, so later on, you can see something like this, Justin. So you can see something, the presentation, this is what we call utilities. Okay, so how is the utilities? Okay, so the utilities is actually something like this. When you present that, okay, the value will be either positive or either negative. Okay, when it is positive, that it means it's good. The negative, it means it's a bad. Okay, so you can see this one, for example, a 1, 2, 3, and then you can see this one when the speed is 3 is actually more preferred. But of course it's either more, the more the better, or the least the better. But um it's usually in a conjoint analysis, it's a little bit rare to see something like a curve, like a curve like this one. Usually it's a little bit rare for me, I think, for the conjoint analysis. So it's either straight positive or straight negative. Okay, usually it's like that. Anyway, this one is not that okay. Wait, let me give you a real example that is, so you can get what I'm talking about with the conjoint analysis. Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay, full profile and orthogonal conjoint design. Okay, I'm still talking about the traditional. Okay, because why I like the traditional conjoint more than the choice-based conjoint, because when you do the traditional conjoint, okay, you can see, you can mix and match. Okay, you can mix and match between one indicator, sorry, not indicator, one level with another level. So you can try mix and match with the one level with another level. Okay, now let's go back to the this is the design experiment. Stat what? Statistic 2. I think you learned this one in the statistic 2. Okay, the full profile 2 by K. You learned that one before, right? In BS.
I think.
I think. How come you really forget? 2 by K, 3 by K,
Yeah.
Latin square.
I think I remember, or I think it.
Well,
It's not
now you
discussed.
remember. Now I force you to remember. Okay. Okay. But anyway, it's just a story. Okay. For example. Okay. For example. Okay. If you only have two attributes with two levels, so the full profile will be what? 4, right? 2 times 2, right? So you the total of the stimulus in here should be 4. Okay, should be 4. Then if you have three, I would say that three attributes. You have three attributes and each you have two levels. So 2 times 2 times 2. So it should be 8. Okay. If you would like to present everything, the full, I would say the full presentation, it will be 8. Okay. So you force these 8 to your respondents. So they rate it, it's either ranking 1 to 8 or either using the Likert scale 1 to 7, 1 to 5, but I like 1 to 7 for the conjoint analysis. Okay. But there is a technique called orthogonal design. What is orthogonal design? It's actually, for example, this is the 8, right? This is the 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. So it's going to be 8. It's going to be like this. This is the full presentation. Now, if it is just the orthogonal, okay, what how many is the minimum of the stimulus that you have to present to your respondents? Okay, for example, this one is going to be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because this one is not perpendicular for, in each other, right? So this is the minimum. How is that? The minimum is actually 4 if you would like to analyze this. So from 8 you can reduce it to 4. So that's the minimum. Sir, is there a formula? Yes, there is a formula. This one is the formula. Okay. So uh, how many attributes? It's like three attributes. How many levels for each? 2, right? 2 times 3 is going to be 6. Sorry. Hey, this should be plus 1 or minus 1. 2 times 2. This is weird. This should be 4. Wait. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is the wrong formula. Wait, let me think for a while. 2 times 2, two, two stimulus with the two attributes, with the two levels and then the 3. So 2 times 3 should be 6. 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 should be 5. I should, sorry, 6 minus 1. How come it can be 4? 2 times 2 times plus 1 or minus 1? But anyway, this is a wrong, I would say, a wrong formula. But anyway, the software will show it to you how many it's the minimum for the orthogonal design. Okay, because if you have, for example, can you imagine, you have 7 attributes and then each has 2 levels. So 2 times 2 4, 4 times 2 8, 8 times 2 16, 16 times 2 30, 32, and 32 times 2 is going to be 64. Okay, 64 times 2 is going to be 128. So it's impossible to do 128. Although it's Likert scale, people will not answer that one. People will like, what is this? It's a joke. That's why orthogonal design is very useful. Okay, for when you have so many levels or so many attributes. Okay, but usually for the conjoint analysis, okay, okay, the maximum will be only 7. 7 or 8. It's already very rare more than 7, because analyzing more than 7 it's difficult, right? Because you have to analyze one simultaneously, and you kind of like confused when you have so many considerations. So I remember I read one journal in psychology, but I forget which one, but let me find it. Wu state that one. He stated that the maximum is around 7. Yeah. So if you don't know which 7, you can do the preliminary questionnaire. For example, what are the most important attributes to your to your respondents, and they will like, oh, this one, this one, this one, this one, and you try to uh tabulate the data. And then tabulated the data, and after you tabulated the data, you will know 1 to 7 which one are the most important, 1 to 7. But those are just the preliminary questionnaire, not the conjoint questionnaire. Then you try to generate the design, the orthogonal design, using SPSS, and you can try to start to distributing the data. Okay, so this is the case study, okay, from the school of AEMG, the one that I did last week, no, or this week even. Yeah, it's actually, this is the result. Okay, let me tell it to you, the secret. This is the secret. But anyway, I have 7 attributes in here. Okay, delivery type, the Blackboard template, the term style, the final requirement of the class, the Coursera requirement, and then the SeatWorks, okay, and then the platform for the online class, okay. So these are the 7. Would you suggest what else more than these 7? Is there more? You cannot do the tuition fee. Cannot be. I don't want to. Cannot be
I
tuition
think
fee. What else? Do you
I
have
think
any other attributes that you would like me to consider for the future research? Is there any attributes?
I think that's enough.
Yeah, that's
That
enough, right? Yeah, that's pretty much can answer. Okay. And then for each, I have the different levels. Okay, either 3 or either 2. Okay. For delivery type, I have synchronous, asynchronous, and mix. Mix is actually like a uh, you have the online class like this one, and I record, the class, and I upload the, the recorded the video. But actually, most of my classes, I would say that most of my classes is actually just the synchronous, because I teach, but I don't upload the the video. Okay, um, yeah, and then I just upload some of the videos from a different lectures because I think some of them, I mean, some of the videos are pretty good. Okay, okay. And then the next one, I have the Blackboard template. Is either, it's actually like this one. This one. This is like the weekly template. This is the course outcomes, and this is the models. Okay, because I stated that one, so everyone will know what is this one. And the term style, I have the modular and then non-modular. I have bipolar, bipolar. Okay, so not modular and then modular. Okay, it makes me so bipolar, like the okay. And then the final requirement, either you like the multiple choice exam, or either you like the essay exam or one conference paper. Okay, and then the Coursera requirement is either yes or no, and then required sit work with feedback, or no, no, not required. And then the platform, I have Zoom, Blackboard Interactive, and MS Teams. Okay, so do you know the results? Let's see this, the important value first. Then we see the utility estimates. Okay, standard error. We don't usually talk about standard error. We check this one, utility estimates, and this one, the importance value. Do you know what's the most important for everyone? Why it's
it,
final requirement, but this is a BS, MS, and PhD at the same. I analyze simultaneously. I don't split BS. I don't split MS. I don't split PhD because MS, I only have around how many? 30 respondents, I think, for MS. And then PhD, I have 6. BS, I have 100 some. The rest is just BS, 100 something. Okay. So I remember the total is 100, around 130. So 100 is actually BS. Okay. BSIE and BS STM. Okay. And they really they're really concerned about the final requirement. I don't know why. you know, the most important, I was so shocked. I'm like, what? The final requirement is the most important? I thought it's not the final requirement. I thought it would be the delivery time. I thought, it was my hypothesis, but when I see this one, it shocked me even more. I'm like, oh, students care about the final exam. Again, this is the preference, right? So what makes them, you ask the preference of the student. This is not asking about the performance or the result of the term. I'm just asking, like, what makes you happy, what makes you, what combination that you like. Okay, so the most important attributes for them, the first is the final exam. If the final exam will decide whether they will like it or not. Then what's the second? The second is the term style, 17. Okay, the total of this one is going to be 100. Okay, okay, this is the from the software. And then the third one is the delivery type, and then the seat work practice, seat work and practice. Okay, and the Coursera is only 10, not really. It's like lower. And then the delivery platform is actually 8, and the Blackboard template is the least important. They don't care about the Blackboard template. It's only 5% in here. Okay, so final exam. Do you know which final exam they like the most? Look at this one. Utility estimates. You check the positive or the negative value. Okay. Why,
okay.
sir? Why this is only 15? Why this is 0 and so on? It's actually, this value will affect the utility estimates. Okay. When this one is high, the utility estimates will be high. okay, will be, I would say, more. It's actually stronger. Okay, look at this one. What they like, the positive one, multiple
Multiple
choice.
choice.
So and now I know why will I was like, grabe, why multiple choice? I'm like, and this is very big, 0.267. There is no more high, there is no higher than this one, right? Because this is the highest one, right? Yeah, right. This is
Yes,
the
yes.
highest one. So the highest one in here, like 267, is actually for the multiple choice exam. So I'm like, now I know why people, like multiple choice, because you can cheat with your friends,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, actually.
you can get the better score, and then you graduate and so on. So I'm like, okay, now I know they're like a multiple choice, like, more, you know. And conference paper is actually negative. They don't really like it, but this is still zero point 0.0. But the worst is they don't like the essay exam. See, this is a very big one. I don't know why. Do you know why? Do you know why you don't like essay exam?
I think
Perhaps they cannot
they
copy
are.
paste. They cannot. Yeah, I think it's because of that one. They cannot copy paste. They cannot. Because when we check, we will know. If they just copy
Yeah,
paste. Yeah, because we will know for that one. Okay, conference
they
paper
don't
is.
know how to paraphrase.
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps some students, they like a conference paper because they can get the publication and so on. Okay, that's the most important. Okay, the first one. Then let's go to the second one. What's the second one? The term style. Okay, so term style here. They don't like modular. The same with me. I don't like the modular either. I don't like modular because for us, for professor, we have to put the grade twice for the modular. And then not just that, students. I don't know. Do you, why? Do you like modular? I don't know. No.
No, I'm okay
Yeah.
with the.
Yeah. People don't like modular. See, this is negative. This is big. It's 16. Grabe, this is 16. The same with me. I don't like modular. So I'm like, I will tell the I will tell the academic council of the Mapua. Then I will say like, hey, this is the one that I found, and I can prove it to you. I can give it to you. I mean, give to the academic council the data from the school of IEMG. It's limited to the school of IEMG, but this is what I found.
Okay.
Okay, and it's almost 100 something, is almost 100% of the students in the whole school of IEMG. It's actually less than 200, for all of. Okay, it's a small school, not like ECE or CPhil. They're so huge. Okay, then the third one is actually the delivery type. Diba? The third one, yeah, the delivery type. They like mix, but it's very surprising. They like asynchronous more than synchronous. So synchronous, they don't like it. They don't like the synchronous. So I'm like, okay, now I know why some students don't like my class. Because my class is very synchronous, like this one. Because I really like how is it that? It's just like regular class, but we just made it in front of the computer and so on. But my class is basically just like a regular class because I keep asking questions, and then they engaging. But they like asynchronous more. So I'm like, grabe, you like asynchronous more. So you like multiple choice exam. You don't like a more. I mean, it's already multiple choice and then asynchronous. Then what kind of class is that? So I'm like, I'm like thinking like, okay, you like
I
multiple
think
choice.
they used to on the old methods, the multiple
Yeah, because
choice, the.
yeah, because the asynchronous one, you know what? The asynchronous is you just like Coursera, like you open the class and then you listen to the recorded video by the professor, and then you answer the question, you got the grade. So basically, that's the asynchronous. I'm surprised that they like it more than the synchronous one, because synchronous, for us, we prepared a lot of things, and then we prepare the time, and then we prepare so many things just like regular class, but they don't like it. So I'm like, okay, okay, but actually they like the mix more. Mix is actually like the synchronous like this one, but with the recorded video. I was the recorded the class, so actually that's what they like. Okay, then the fourth one is the sit works. See, and they don't like sit works. Look this one. See, non-required, positive. Grabe. I'm like, you don't want to study, huh? I'm like, it's already multiple choice, no seat works, and then synchronous. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what? You study what? You already pay so expensive, and then like, you like a very, I would say, so easy thing like that, like seat works. They don't like seat works. I'm like, okay,
I think
you
that's
don't. That's common.
That's yeah for undergraduate, but
I think
for
so. I think
yeah,
so. But
but
because yeah, because it
we
works is
just
only
want to
for
pass.
yeah. Sit works is only for undergraduate usually. For MS, no sit works, and PhD no sit works too. Okay, okay. So that's I'm like, oh, okay. Then what's the next one? Coursera. Okay, Coursera. When you have, it's negative. See, negative. Yes, negative. So you don't want Coursera too. You like the class when there is no Coursera. It's positive in here. See, they don't want to study. And then so I can tell the school that the student they don't like the Coursera. So you know what? For the school for Mapua pays a lot. Huge money in the Coursera. Um, every term. I know they pay a lot of money for the Coursera, but in here, based on the my finding, is actually they don't like the Coursera. Okay, then the sixth important is actually the platform. The platform what they like the most is the Blackboard Interactive. This is so weird. I don't know why they like Blackboard Interactive more, but this is 0.0, so it's small actually. The Zoom is okay, still positive, but the MS Teams is already negative. They don't like the MS Teams. Okay, so Zoom is still okay, the second one, and Blackboard Interactive. I don't know. Perhaps the Blackboard Interactive is inside the Blackboard. I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
that's old school.
Yeah, right. That's so old fashioned, the Blackboard Interactive. Okay, then the least important is the Blackboard template. They don't care about the Blackboard template of that one, and they like the course outcomes more. What is the what are the course outcomes rather than the weekly style or rather than the module style. Okay, but actually the one that Mapua choose at this moment is the weekly style. So is the least. They don't like that one. They like the course outcomes, but anyway, this one is actually still the least important. So if me, as the I don't know. So if we choose the combination, okay, which one is the best combination? Someone asked me that, right? Okay, then we go to the most important first. So the best practice, based on my marketing, is going to be multiple choice for the final exam. Okay, multiple choice, and then mix, and then non-modular. Okay, and no Coursera, no Works, and then uh, Blackboard Interactive with the course outcome style. I mean the Blackboard template. So that's the best, actually the best combination. But again, this one is the preference. It doesn't mean it shows the how is it that it shows the performance. Do you know that the performance during the online school year is actually much better? Do you know that it's actually much better? The one that I saw the last report is actually Mapua is struggling for the scholarship because so many students actually are eligible for applying the scholarships. Usually it's like around how many 400 students, usually, in one school year, in one term, or I forget, or one term or one school year. It's actually one term actually, 400, and then the numbers, is was I mean the numbers were actually double. Sorry, not even double. From 400 to 2,000. So 2,000 students, they are eligible for that one. So Mapua is still asking or thinking why and how, that perhaps, I can give a profit a little bit, perhaps they cheated, they do the cheating, because of this one, I don't know what happened, we need a very comprehensive study for that one. But anyway, I suspect, I would say, I suspect because of the multiple choice exam, online, and they like it, and then they got a good score and so on. And then this one, you have to check the reliability. You have to check the reliability, okay, for the stimulus. I remember I only had 20, but if you do the full design, okay, if you do the full design, it's impossible, right? Because 3 times 3 already 9. 9 times 2, 18. 18 times 3 is already 54. 54 times 2 is already 100. And it's impossible, right? If you add the full design, Justin, if you make the full design, the full design for the stimulus, is going to be very complicated. So the one that I did in here is actually the orthogonal design. Okay, the orthogonal design. So It's not the complete design, but even so, the result is actually quite good, because if you see this one, the Pearson correlation and Kendall styles. Okay, so here it should be Pearson correlation should be higher than 0.7, Kendall style higher than 0.6. So it means that your construct is actually quite reliable. Okay, so it's the reliability is very high. So my result is actually pretty good, actually pretty stable. If you really replicate that, okay, the result will not change. Okay, if you add one or two more respondents, just change a little bit, in here, just change a little bit usually. Okay, so basically this is a very typical of the conjoint analysis. Okay, so what's the first step? The first step is decide what are the attributes, and then what are the levels. Okay, and after that you try to do the preparation of the stimulus. Either you would like to do the orthogonal design or the full design. Then the third step, you distribute that. Okay, then the fourth step, you analyze. You really analyze the results based on the software anyway. Now actually for today I can give it to you the how you say that I can teach you the how to run the conjoint analysis, by the way. Okay, so let me send it to you, the how is it that the data. Okay, let me send it to you, the data. Wait, should I send it to you? Okay, let me send it to you. Okay, wait. Okay, can you open your, okay, can you share your screen? You're using computer, right? Using PC, right?
Using Mac for Zoom, and I'm using desktop for.
Okay, can you open the SPSS in your desktop right now?
Yeah, wait. Okay.
You can share your screen. I'm going to teach you how to run it.
I'm using Mac for Zoom.
Okay.
I'm
Using. Oh, okay. Then if so, let me show. Yeah. Okay. Let me just show it to you. Okay. Let me just show it to you how to do the orthogonal design first. Okay. Okay. Then let me open the SPSS. Okay. Okay. Hey. Is there a study that you would like to do for the conjoint? Okay, let's talk about the any kind of, okay, let's do the how we say that, do the brainstorming first. Remember, the first thing you have to brainstorm, right? What are the attributes and the levels, right? Okay. So let's do the brainstorm. Okay, is there anything that you would like to do for these days? What, coffee?
Coffee, yeah, coffee.
Coffee is good,
Or
I think. Coffee is good. I think I really like coffee. I mean, so okay, let's which coffee, which sorry, which coffee you like? You like espresso, americano, latte, or which one?
Americano.
You like americano?
Yeah.
I don't know why so
Ice.
many. I don't know why people like americano. It's not. I would say it's too watery. For me, I like espresso more. Like I don't know. Perhaps I'm getting
But
older.
I
So perhaps
espresso,
I'm
and then
old.
I added water. Double shot of espresso, then added water.
Yeah, of course. Then it will be americano.
Same.
There will be americano then. I'm like, if you have the, wait. Let me open that. Okay, and then you like hot or cold or whatever.
Cold.
Perhaps I'm too old. I'm like, I like hot. I'm really, we are so different. Do you like to add the frap?
No, I like black only.
Oh, okay. So at least we are a little bit similar in that part. Do you want to add milk? No, right?
Uh,
No.
no.
Yes. Oh, okay. Now let's do the what? The first attribute is the coffee type. Okay. Coffee type. Okay, we have how many attributes? We have what, americano. Okay, espresso. Latte, cappuccino. What else? Latte. I mean, it's already a lot. Let's just okay. Let's make 4. Okay, cappuccino and latte. Okay, actually there are more, but actually let's just put okay. And what are okay temperature? We're so different. Like hot or like warm. Yeah, warm, cold, a little bit cold. No, cold. Okay, cold. And then what? Milk. But it's weird, right? Because espresso with milk, isn't it weird? Diba?
Yes, I think
It
coffee.
cannot be espresso, right? Because if you add the milk, then it's not it. Diba?
It's latte.
Because because if you espresso with the milk, it will be latte, So weird. Cannot be, right? Because I mean, think about the possible combination, okay? For example, when I discussed with Dr. Yang, okay, people like face to face because Dr. Yang asked me like, oh, why don't you put the face to face? I'm like, hey, cannot be face to face and asynchronous, right? I'm like delivery, like face to face, and then the next one asynchronous. How can you do that? Face to face, asynchronous. I mean, that's not logical, So if because it's not logical, like espresso with milk, it's not espresso then. Okay, as frap. Yes, frap is possible. Frap espresso, diba? Is there? Is there frap espresso? Frap espresso. Yes, there is frap espresso. Yes, there is frap. You want the
Yeah,
frap or
you can
there is.
add.
There is. But frap is so Starbucks, huh? I'm like, I don't like diba? The term frap is so Starbucks. When you say frap, it's so obvious, it's so Starbucks, But when you go to the store, they call it frap too, right? Yes. When I go to the coffee shop, diba?
I think
It's frap.
that's a type.
Yeah.
That's a type of coffee. The frap. It's not a.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not.
Then the frap, yes or no. What I mean is like frap, yes or no, something like this one. It's possible, right? Because
Yeah.
cappuccino frap possible, latte frap, yes, possible, espresso frap, yes, it's possible. But I don't like it. Okay, adaptive. When you add something like that one, it will be like okay, now we call what else? Sugar. Yeah. Sugar, we can control it, right? Yes, we can control it. How is it that? More, less, medium, like that. Medium and less. You like this one? More, medium, less, or no sugar? More,
No
medium, less,
sugar.
and then no sugar, like this. Diba? It's not equal. I mean, this is not equal. So this is what extra sugar. No. This is already more sugar. I would say normal or normal. No. Normal or medium. Normal sugar, medium sugar is weird. How would you decide this one?
No sugar. Normal
Yeah, right.
sugar.
Normal. Okay. No or less
And
sugar. Okay. Less sugar. Medium. Normal. I would say normal. Okay.
or you can do it by percent.
Oh yeah. Very good. So which one you like? 100%? No, it's not 100% sugar.
Zero.
Um. Oh, is it that? Oh, what about this one? At 50%, at 30%, no sugar, like this one,
Yeah.
or normal. The final one is normal. No. This is no. Sugar is actually the one that you add, right? You extra it, right? So you like it. When you go to Starbucks, they will ask like, yeah, more sugar, less sugar, normal or no sugar. Usually 4 in when I went to Starbucks, or like at the. Well, I hate Starbucks these days. Do
I think
mahal. Okay.
I think their measurement is less or more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
less or more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
less
less
or
or
more.
okay. Wait, sugar level. How say that? Sugar level Starbucks. Let me see. And on Facebook. Uh, yeah. Wait. Sugar, wait, sugar level. They have the picture actually. Yeah, they have the picture how many 1 spoon or 2 spoons or like yeah, they only have that one. Okay, so so how what should we do? What should we do there? Uh-huh. Any idea or like sugar level? Sorry. Uh more sugar, less sugar or
Yeah, I think more sugar, less sugar, or more sugar, less sugar.
okay,
No
let's go
sugar.
on. Okay, more sugar, normal, less sugar.
Yeah.
Normal is weird actually. What's normal? Okay, anyway, let's leave it at that. Okay, that's the okay, that's the what else you can control when you go to the um you know when you
Size.
go yes size. This is okay. Okay, the size, right? Size cup, right?
Size.
Size cup. I remember there is a grande, Fenty, but this is so Starbucks, huh? I'm like a grande fan. Okay, a grande,
I
but
think well,
small, medium, large. Of course, people like large. Really? It depends, right? No, people like large, diba? Fenty, what else?
yeah,
Trenta, I think,
large,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because when it is obvious, you don't do that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so obvious, diba? Because for example, this one is not obvious which one, or it depends. Cold temperature, it depends, I like hot. You like cold. My father likes warm, you know. So frap, I don't like frap, but most of the young, my student, young students, they like frap. Okay, sugar, I don't like sugar, but some they like more, even more sugar. So that's, you know, we fight each other, so that's the beauty of the conjoint. But this is quite obvious, so if it is obvious, I think we we can eliminate that. What else? Coffee
Uh,
beans, the beans,
yeah, the
coffee beans,
Arabica brand.
Arabica, Robusta, or Liberica, or like, okay, Arabica, Robusta, I think those are the two, yeah, right. uh Arabica, and then
Arabica.
we will know whether they know whether they know Arabica or Robusta. Because if the percentage is very low, then perhaps they don't know what is Robusta, what is Arabica. Perhaps they don't know. What else? Which one you like? You like Robusta or Arabica more?
Uh, Arabica.
Hmm? Because Arabica is sweet usually, but the Robusta is like offer tone is like stronger, or like grain like, that one. Because Arabica is sweet, it's more sweet. Robusta is like it's stronger. Which one you like? You like Arabica more? This is like the peanut taste. Robusta is more about the peanut taste. This is it's, I would say, I describe this one as a sweet or soft, or you know soft, or and then more like berries, like, which one you like? Justin, the coffee beans, which
Mm.
one you like? You like Arabica or you like
I go
Robusta?
for Arabica.
Okay, young people, I go for Robusta. I go for Robusta. My favorite one is actually
Well, but
Robusta.
sometimes I go for Robusta or Barako.
Okay,
You tried Barako beans?
what's the Barako beans? It's the from Philippines.
Yeah, so matapang.
Okay, Barako, right? Barako, yeah, this is one. Barako. But what Barako is so Philippines. I like Barako too. I think it's okay, Barako, for me, but it's not too general. Okay, so let's just eliminate Arabica, Robusta, or others. No, others is very weird. You cannot put others. Okay, let's just force them to choose Robusta or Arabica. Okay. Okay. Coffee beans types. Let me do it. There's another one actually, Liberica. Liberica is quite is quite famous. Liberica. So, but do they really? Because if you don't taste it, it's difficult, diba? Because you just present that one, and then like people will like, what is Liberica? Uh, okay, so okay, what else? Acidity. But cannot be. Acidity depends on the beans. Depends on this one. So it's
Yeah.
yeah, it cannot be. It depends on that one. So what is good? What is good? Okay. I think that's all. Only one, two, three, only five. If we can make it seven, it's actually much better. The sugar is good. The acidity, we cannot control the acidity. We can control the okay. Then the common one is actually Liberica. Yeah, Liberica is common actually. Okay, we have three. And then what else? The sugar content, the milk cannot be with the milk because the milk will have a different name. And then the frap, the sugar, okay, the size, the price, the price. Of course, it's obvious, but the cheaper the better. What else? You like to you like to drink on the, you know, you like to drink it on the, how is it that, on the cup,
Okay, yeah.
plastic. I mean, how is it the presentation? I would say how we call it, presentation, right? Or like how is it that you know, how is it that, coffee cup, you know, coffee cup or coffee, yeah, coffee cup. How is it that? What are the levels? Plastic, ceramic, or something like that.
Plastic
Plastic.
or your own tumbler.
No,
Plastic.
no, no.
Paper folder, parang ganun. Cup. It's like paper, the
Yeah,
cup.
paper. Yeah, paper cup. Paper cup. Yeah, plastic or paper cup or plastic.
Or
But it's weird, diba? Because if it is hot and then plastic, doesn't make
yeah.
sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm like, huh? Hot, but with the paper. Hot to paper, yeah, of course. Cannot be because I'm imagining like a. Most of the time when I buy the coffee, I never use plastic. And now I know the answer. I'm like, yeah, it cannot be plastic and hot. Cannot be. Okay then. Okay, just this Wi-Fi is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's okay. Or like or where do you like to take out or you know, dining? You know,
Take
is that
out.
okay? Dining
I
or
think,
take out, is that okay? But it depends. You know, it really
yeah, it
depends.
depends.
Yeah, it really
Because
depends.
you can make
Yeah.
your coffee in your
Yeah,
house, or
it really depends. You know, I like both because I can also answer. It depends on the situation. I mean, if I go by myself, then of course I will like take out. If I go with friends, then I'll just drink there for chat. So it's different. Okay, let's just this one because this one is, you know, everyone will have their own preference. Okay, okay, 1, 2. Okay, so let me put it in here. Then I'll open my another computer, another how do you say that, screen. Okay, okay, so now you can see from here, right? So if you would like to create an orthogonal design, it will be like this one. um, the data is on orthogonal design and generate. You generate first the orthogonal design because 3 times 3 times 2 times 3 times 3. That's so many, you know, because if you present all of that, people will be what, tired, right? You don't get the, and at the end of you know, at the middle of the, how you say that, the middle of the data collection, they will get out. They will like, oh sir, what is this, you know, like I don't like to, you know, because if you present the full version, is going to be difficult for the data analysis. Okay, okay, you give the factor name in here. What, coffee type, coffee type, coffee type. Yeah, coffee type. Factor label, we don't need label. Okay, then you add, and then you click define values. How many? One is actually what? Americano. The two is the espresso. The three is the latte. The four is the cappuccino. Okay, latte and then cappuccino. Yeah, okay. So let's define this four. Okay, and then we have the second one. No, factor two is not factor two. What? Coffee temperature or a temperature. Okay, we have the temperature, and then you click define values. One is what? Hot. Two is warm. Hey, anyway, this is the nominal value. So it doesn't mean, sir, number one, number two, number three, how we decide. No, it's nominal. So everything here doesn't, it's nominal. Everything is nominal. So we don't really do hot, warm, and cold. You like cold? I got a headache if it's cold. I don't know. I don't like. Sorry. There is a space in here. Define values 1 and 2. Yes and no. I don't like frap. It's weird. Sugar. I don't like sugar either. What about you? You don't like sugar, or more sugar, or less sugar?
I don't like sugar.
Okay.
I want
Same.
plain.
Okay. Same. More sugar. Normal. Less sugar. And then no sugar. I like no sugar. And then the beans. Okay. Coffee beans. Coffee beans. And then we have Robusta. We have the Arabica and the Liberica. Okay. Okay. Then you create the data. And then okay, this one, there's this one, options. Okay, minimum number of cases to generate, how many you would like to generate. But it can, for example, it's you select 5, later on it will be higher than 5 because 5 is the smallest, it's too small, Which one? 20? Let's see whether 20 is enough. I think 20 usually enough. Okay, another one is this one, number of hold out cases. Okay, do you know what is this one? Hold out. What is hold out? Do you know what is hold out? No. Hold out is actually extra stimulus to really double check the consistency. You present the same, I would say that, the same stimulus, whether they will have the good consistency or not. You get what I'm talking about? Yeah. you present exactly the same thing, whether they change, the Likert scale, whether they're consistent with their I would say that with their questions or not. Okay, so from 20 I would like to make how many? 4 perhaps. Let's ask them. You would like to randomly mix, or you would like not mix? Let's just say let's mix, let's mix the up to you. If you don't make it mix, then it will be the same. If you would like to randomly mix, then only the computer can compute that one. Okay, let's just put it this way. You create this more orthogonal design, and then okay. See, when you when you have that one, it will be out like this one. Sir, where is the data? For example, this one. Sir, where is the data of this one? You check where did you say that? Okay, where did you save? I think you open your SPSS file. This one. Let me share it to you. This one. Oh, cannot be, the minimum is so many, the minimum is 29.
Okay.
The minimum is 29. Whoa, that's a lot. Hey, bucket 29. Oh yeah, because the level is high. The level, like 3, 3 is so different with mine, because mine is just 2, like some like that one in the for the students preference. Okay, and then the one that my computer generated in here will be different with the one that you generated in your SPSS. You got the sense? It's going to be different. You know, it's going to be different. So the most important when you already generate something like this one, don't lose this file.
Okay.
If you lose this file, you will cry. You know, like how, you know, if you lose the file like this one, then you will cry. You know, because this one it will make it, you know, it, because if you make it like this one, right, then people will know, right, what is the dummy code for the two, the temperature two. For example, coffee type 2 in here is actually espresso. Okay, for example, espresso, warm with frap, and then less sugar and arabica. So 1 to 7. So something like that. You got what I'm talking about, right? Here, right? Here, right?
Yeah.
This is the, okay. So, sir, how can I do the data? Okay, let me show it to you. The one that I did with wait. Okay, this one. Let me how is it that? This one is the data. Then you have to do another one. You have to create a new file. We call it data. Okay, we call it data. Okay, in here you have to open another new file. Okay, another new file in here. You click this one, variable view.
Okay.
How many? Sorry, how many is the that one? 29, right? So it's going to be like
29.
this one, combination one. Okay, combination one, combination two, you know, combination two, okay, and then you have the combination three, you know, combination three, and then combination four, up to combination 29. So you have to put this one. Then you copy paste the data from the respondents. For example, respondent one, how you rate that one. For example, 7, okay, this is respondent 1, combination to 5, and so on. You got what I'm talking about? This one from respondent 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Respondents one.
You get the sense, right? Okay, so we have 100 something, then you know, then after that we will try to do the syntax. What we call is actually the syntax of the okay, let me just show it to you, the one that I already did. Okay, let me wait, can I send the data to you? Let me think. is there is there the name of the students? There is no name for of the student. Okay, let me think for a while. Okay, wait, let me ask Dr. Yang first because he's the boss now. So I have to ask my boss first because well, it's okay. I think he will say like, oh, it's okay, Yogi. You know, you can. It's for the education purpose, so it's no problem. You know, he will be like that. Anyway, the conjoint education. Wait, let me open the file. Okay, let me show it to you. So at least you know, like for example, in the future, you know, because conjoint is actually very useful for some companies. You know, for some of my students, they're like, oh sir, you
Mm.
know, I wish I know what is conjoint before, you know, because we kind of like because people will say like, oh, which one you like, americano first or like hot or blah, but in fact there is a combination, you know. For example, like people will just let's just talk about the coffee itself, you know. Let's just talk about the one that we did, you know. For example, this one, okay. But they only have usually, okay, the sales data, okay, they only care about this one coffee, that they only care about, oh, which one is actually that one. But in fact there are other, there are other variables, there are other variables that that they need to consider. But you know, if you do this one based on the sales data, it's going to be difficult. For example, americano, they don't detect all of this, right? Usually it's kind of difficult to detect all of this one. They just care about this one. Oh, which one is the most one? They only do that usually in a company, you know. But in fact you can do even more by adding like more other, other attributes. Okay, so let me show it to you, this one. Okay. So what is this? Oh, it's not this one. Sorry, it's already written. It's already written in the, wait, let me do it. Let me copy again for you. Let me show it to you. What is the, okay, how to do it properly with conjoint design. Oh, this one. Wait. Okay. So this one. So this is the one that I mentioned before, right? The delivery type, the Blackboard style. the term style, the final requirement, the Coursera, and then the SeatWorks, and then the delivery platform, the online delivery platform. I mean, this is just a name, it's up to you. Later on you can always these are the values. Okay, you can double check. Okay, this is the values for each of the stimulus, and then here are the how is it that the conjoint this is the design. So it's going to be 20. Okay, can you see this one? You can see this one, right, Justin?
Yes, yes,
Okay, so and you know what is this? Perhaps this is the dummy code, right? Just the
yes.
dummy code. Okay, just the dummy code. So, but it's my hit of how I did a nice Google form. I don't know how to present that one in a nice. Do you have any idea? I also don't know how to present that in a nice Google form because my imagination is kind of like a you know Americano and then hot and then frap and less sugar and coffee beans robusta. You can see the you know what the presentation and then you rate 1 to 7. That's the perfect conjoint, but I don't have the software to do that. So anyway, okay, so that's one. Okay, and then this is the OBE data. This is the data. Okay, this is the data. So this is the respondent 1, respondent 2, and then up to 120. Oh, this is the old data one. 1 to 3. This is the old data. Actually, I got up to 130 something. Actually, this is the old one. Okay. So this is the rate for the combination 1, combination 2, 3, 4. How many? Up to combination 20, right? See? Up to combination 20.
Yes.
Okay. So, and sir, what is 7? This is the Likert scale, 1 to 7. Okay. This is the Likert scale, 1 to 7. Okay. So now, if you have something like this, sir, how can we analyze the data? You cannot analyze using the simple one because this is the orthogonal traditional conjoint. So it's actually more complicated, but you can get the better value. Okay, you can get the better value. Okay, so if you would like to do the orthogonal and traditional conjoint like this, how to get the value of the importance and the attributes, you have to do it by syntax. Okay, let me show to you the syntax. This is the syntax. Okay, so sir, what is this one? This is the syntax only. Just how is that? This is the syntax. Let me wait. Let me close it down. One. Okay. Okay. So this is the syntax. Okay. So in here, this is this one. It's okay. You can copy paste. The syntax. Okay, sir. Where I can get the syntax. You can get it from IBM, but you just change this one where you can get the conjoint plan. This is the conjoint, the one that you generate, and then this is the data. So it should be what, sir? So the data and the conjoint plan are two different data. Yes. So it's split into two different SPSS file. You got it? Because you got what I'm talking about, right? This one, right?
Yes.
These are two different data. So when you see this one, okay, for example, like this one, okay, this is the coffee type, temperature, frap, sugar. This is like vertical. But when you do it, the analysis is going to be horizontal, right? Like combination 1, combination 2, combination 3, and so on, right? You can see, right? So it's two different, I'll say that, split data. So it's you cannot, for example, sir, this one like 1 to 7, 1 to 7. You can, it's actually logically like that, but the one that I did is actually from the different data. Sorry, different SPSS file. Okay. Then you do the syntax, this one, and the score is actually combination 1 to combination 20. And you put all the factors. Okay. What are the factors? And then you print the utility. Okay. When you do that one and you click this one. Okay, run selection. Okay. When you click run selection, let's see whether it works or not. Yes, it works. When you run selection, you will have something like this one. This is the value that I show it to you. This is the importance, and this is the correlation. So we don't care about the Cramer's fee. We care about this one, utilities. Utilities is actually the score. You just select the score, okay? The score, and then the importance, and so the total will be 100. Always be 100, and then this is the correlations of I would say that the consistency of the stimulus. You got what I'm talking about? Everything in here? Yeah, right? Yeah, right? It's very
Yeah.
clear, right? Yeah, it's very clear. So
Yes.
mm, yeah, so you can well you can if you would like to do the some kind of the conjoint analysis type of study, you can do it by yourself. Anyway, I have to stop the recording because the for the conjoint analysis is just up to there. So Maela, you can try conjoint by yourself. I know you like conjoint. So okay, but sad you don't have internet, so I have to stop in here. Okay.